Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase? But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The roughing the kicker called on fourth down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Tuggle. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Robin away and bring up 2nd down.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham. That'll be complete to Cook. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Go!
A play fake, now Cunningham. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. On 4th down, Cunningham. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And Azar let it go on the run. Deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're running the jet sweep. This is Jeffrey. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Cunningham looking to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Cunningham to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Joe Webb. 76 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the 1st quarter. But in the 2nd quarter...
To the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. He'll rifle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there. A big one. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the 1st half.
12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Cunningham now closing in on a 200-yard 1st half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Cunningham. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Randy Moss there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will get into the end zone to extend the... They'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Tuggle. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
On first down, it's Cunningham. Going for a right side here, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham. Man open, it's Moss, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
Now Cunningham. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
He's checking crack.
He's going to get it running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
It's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking.